Rise and shine, Vincennes. Good Thursday morning. It's Dustin Fuller with you, joined now by Allie Bobe. Allie Bobe with Rotary Young Leaders of Vincennes. We're talking about a pool party that's set for Monday evening that will benefit kids equipped to achieve. And I guess first off, Allie, thanks for joining me this morning.
Thanks for having me, Dusty. Good morning.
Good morning, and 6:30 to 8 Monday evening if you're looking for something to do. Pool party being held at the Rainbow Beach Aquatic Center here in town.
Yeah, we're very excited. This has become somewhat of an annual event for us, having a free swim day at Rainbow Beach. It's always kind of fun for us to invite our families and friends. But yeah, we're super excited to partner with Kita this year, which is our first time doing so. We think it's a great organization. We were just talking the other day. Apparently, they cover all of Knox County and they service over 400 kids. And I think it's going to be a really great organization to help out, and most importantly, a really fun day for everybody to enjoy together.
Well, it's hard to believe we're already halfway through July, which means in like 2 weeks or so, we're going to start get ready, go back to school.
Oh my gosh, I know. It feels like it's earlier and earlier. Now I feel like an old person, but earlier and earlier every year. I can't believe this summer's flown by so quickly.
Well, and the pool party on Monday, the admission price is a donation, a cash based donation to help with.
Yeah, so you can either bring cash, or we are accepting school supplies. I know they're really in need of backpacks. However, um, any school supplies, we would be happy to take. We actually have a list on our Facebook page with the event that you can check out if you want to double check. But basically, we're just trying to help these kids get ready to go back to school.
On Kids Equipped to Achieve having their distribution day. I've not had a chance to reach out to Kita yet, but their distribution day will be August 2nd. And that the only reason I have that date is the street closure was just approved Monday night for the Kids Equipped to Achieve event.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a great event. I don't know a lot about it. I have seen it on Facebook, and I think that it's going to be a really great turnout, hopefully. And it seems like a lot of people are going to be coming together to help these kids get ready.
I guess let's talk about Rotary Young Leaders of Vincennes. I know it's part of Rotary, but it's a little different gear audience wise, I
Yeah,
believe.
well, actually, we're kind of in the middle of a little bit of a rebrand transition um, as of like this month. So we are no longer affiliated with Rotary. Um, we have had, I think it's been 4 great years with them, a lot of great leadership and help and guidance to kind of creating our footpath in the community. But we're trying to move towards more of like an inclusive group. We're dropping the young out of our name. We actually have a name that we're going to be debuting probably the beginning of next month, a new name that drops kind of all of that. Dropping the age group, dropping the membership fees, and really just dropping any expectation of being affiliated with any particular business, having to pay, having to show up every time. Of course, we want that. But we're just trying to make it something where everybody can meet, have fun, get to know each other, and then just keep putting on the events that we've been doing, partnering with different nonprofits in the community, and just using our skill sets to help them get to where they need to be.
Well, and what are some of the other events that you guys have throughout the year?
Well, this Rainbow Beach event is our first one on Monday. Our next meeting is going to be um, August 19th. We'll be meeting at 7 p.m. at the animal shelter. So that's an open invite member meeting if anybody's interested in seeing what it's about. We're going to be distributing a mini grant, but we're also going to be doing a drive for supplies for the animal shelter. So that's our next one outside of the Rainbow Beach event. And then we just decided our date for the Vincennes Historical Half Marathon next year, which is going to be April 18th. We're really excited for that one too.
I remember the first historical half marathon. Myself, Matt Poe, sitting out on the river walk. That was, I think it was a chilly morning, if my memory's correct.
Oh, it was. That first year was very chilly. This last year was really nice. I think it was our best. It was a little brisk, but it was, I think, our best weather so far.
Well, of course, if they want to get involved with your group, Allie, how do we do that?
Yeah, so we still have our Facebook page. It is still under Rotary Young Leaders of Vincennes on Facebook. Like I said, we will be changing that, but that's how people can find us. You can send us a message through there. We also post a lot of our meetings and our updates. And you can also reach out to our email, rylvincennes@gmail.com.
All right, Allie Bobe with whatever the new group's going to be. I would say Rotary Young Leaders of Vincennes, but since you said that's changing, I guess show up at the meeting August the
And stay
19th at the
tuned.
Vincent's Animal Shelter. You will find out more. I'm going to flip hats now. Music festival coming up. There's a music festival coming up this weekend at Kimmel Park. I guess let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so actually, one of our members, Chris Hussey, he is putting on the Wabash River Palooza down at Kimmel Park next Saturday. I believe it's noon to midnight. He's got a really great lineup of some great local artists. I'm really familiar with a handful of them, and I'm excited to hear the other ones. But it's only $20. It is a family-friendly event. I know they're going to have some activities down there and some different vendors. And I think it's going to be a really great time. And, I'm honestly just super excited to see a music festival potentially to keep happening down at Kimmel Park. I think that's a really great venue. And I think Chris's vision is a really great one, and I'm hoping everybody shows out for him because it is the first year, and the first year is always, the trial period. And I think all of our group, we're all planning on attending and helping him out with that. And I think all the proceeds go to the Evan Twitty Scholarship Foundation, which is a great scholarship opportunity for students in the arts program. So if anybody likes music, if anybody likes hanging out, I definitely recommend you go check it out.
I will disclose Evan and I shared an aunt. So Evan is somewhat family to me, and it is one of those things that it was sad I remember the morning he had passed. He passed in a car accident very late Friday night into the early morning hours on Saturday. At the time, I was doing karaoke at a bar south of town and drove up on the wreck scene, and later that morning learned he was the one that was killed in the accident. And Evan, very talented musician, got to play with some big names like Vince Gill, for example.
Yeah, he was actually, my family, we do the barbecue at the farmers market,
Yes.
and Evan played down there quite a bit, and he was really one of the most talented young musicians that I think I've ever heard, and always very great and polite and just a friendly person. And that was a tragedy. It's really sad to see happen. And I think it's amazing that they've created this foundation in his honor because if that wouldn't have happened, he would have been definitely creating his own legacy through his talents and just through the person that he was. And I think it's really great that Chris is trying to contribute to that legacy, as well as the First City Music Festival group. They do a lot of awesome events and a lot of great work, and they do it all for his honor too. And so A really sad story, but hopefully everybody can continue to, remember him for all the wonderful things that he was, in the way that I think he would have wanted to, through music and through everybody's talents.
Some of the acts that will be at the Palooza: Smoke Rings, Supermatic, Tim Pike, Muddy Creek and Company, those acts on the main stage. Then you have a side stage with Ricochet, Schmucks, Loner Dottie, Rolla Sawyer, Cody Williams, and Jukebox Zero. Just, I'm
Yeah,
looking
it's
at the
gonna be a
flyer.
lot of great music. Actually, Rollitt Sawyer, we're good friends with him, and he is a very talented singer. He's kind of a solo act, but I know everybody's gonna be great. But even if you see some of those individual names, they're definitely gonna be worth listening to. We love listening to Rolla. We've met him actually at Buffalo Wild Wings, but he serves there. But I had him actually play music at my birthday party, and I've listened to him a couple other times, and Rala and all of those other bands. They're just awesome, and it's so cool that we have so much talent around here.
Allie, thanks for joining us on this Thursday morning.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I hope you have a good day.
I will. Rise and Shine Vincennes continues in a moment.
Put your phone on D&D.